So what states offer the cheapest land per acre in the US? In this video, I'm going to break that down, and on top of it, I'm going to share with you how to market to owners of these properties so you could buy them that much cheaper. But before we get into that, I wanted to share with you that we launched our course, How to Buy Land Really Cheap. Link will be directly below in the description if you want to check that out and take advantage of all the strategies to buy properties really cheap and how to get funding to go ahead and close on them. This week, it's only $49. Next week, it's going to $149. So if that's something that's a fit for you on your land investment journey, check the links directly below. But let's get into this actual subject here. Who has the cheapest land per acre in the US? Well, we always go to Google first because Google knows everything. Google states that the cheapest land within the US per acre is in Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, Nevada, and New Mexico. A few of these states we have experience buying in. It also says, aside from being located in the western part of the country, each of these states have land for sale priced extremely low, about $2,000 per acre. Now, if you were interested in any of these states, but you're brand new to the land investment game, you're not even living in any of these states, here's how I would approach this in the beginning. And let's go ahead and do a state that I've never done any business in, so I'll be approaching this as a new investor as well. Let's say Wyoming. I've never done anything there. So first things first, we want to see what's popping in Wyoming, how much land is going for in different counties in Wyoming, and how long it's sitting on the market for. So I always go to the most basic of all websites that have fantastic data on it, and I start at Zillow. So I'll go to Zillow.com, right on the homepage there, and I'll just put Wyoming into the search. I'm not picking out any particular county within that, just Wyoming. Hit search, and I want to go ahead and set a price parameter from $0 to $10,000 to start. We could always expand that or contract that depending upon what pops up, but 0 to 10,000 will give me a gauge of how much inventory is on the market and what it's actually being listed for. Then I'm going to go ahead and scroll through Zillow there, and I'll actually do a follow-up video showing exactly how I do this, and I think I have a couple on the playlist already, but I'll start marking down. This county has properties listed for this. This city has properties listed for this. I'm taking notes on all this stuff. But another thing I want to pay attention to, aside from the size of the property and what they're listing it for, is how many days it's been on the market. So if you see listings that have been on the market for almost a year, we are in a ridiculously hot real estate economy right now. Properties should not be sitting, and the only reason they're sitting is because they're priced too high. Everything sells right now if it's priced right. So that's something else you want to take a note on. They may be asking $10,000 for this, but it's been on the market for a whole year, which means it's really will be worth $5,000. Now, if you really like Wyoming, you like what you're seeing, you know what your numbers look like, now we want to buy these properties even cheaper. That's when we want to do direct mail marketing. I'm not affiliated with the company I'm about to mention. It's offerstoowners.com. So what I'll do is I'll say, I want to target all the owners of property within this county in the state of Wyoming that live out of state. So the owner may live in Ohio, but they own property in Wyoming. I want that disconnect there. I don't want it in their backyard. It's hard to hustle someone on their own turf. And I shouldn't use the term hustle, but let's be real. We're trying to get our hustle on here and get this property cheap. So someone that's going to live in Ohio, North Carolina, California, whatever, they own property in Wyoming. We also want to eliminate all LLCs. I want to remove the fact that this person is an investor and they most likely purchased this once upon a time for a dream, or they inherited it and they have no interest in keeping it. This is going to eliminate some of the people that are not going to be interested in selling anyway. We're just going to clear them off the plate. We want to focus on people that are highly interested in selling. Then whatever they're listing them for on the platform, I'm going to make offers of about 20% of that. So let's say we're finding all of our data showing a property of this size is listed for $10,000. We're sending out offers of $1,500 to $2,000, and I'm going to send out 1,000 offers to test the market. If I'm tight on money, I'll send a minimum of 500 because offers to owners has a minimum of 500. But any less than that, it's hard to gauge any form of data. So let's just say you're on a tight budget, you send out 500 offers. We are looking for proof of concept. They're listed for $10,000. They may be sitting on the market for a while. We're going to send out 500 offers to out-of-state owners that own property within the state of Wyoming for $1,500. Now, hopefully we get some conversions. People come back to us and say, absolutely, I want to sell for that price point. Go ahead and cash me out. And if not, we'll at least get some responses out of the deal of people saying, F you, I can't believe you insulted me with that offer. Is this a joke? Blah, 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 blah. Cool. they may be willing to sell at a higher price point once they cool down. We're going to save those people's data. So let's start with those first. The people that follow up and say, F you, I would never sell my property for that, put them on the sideline. We're going to go ahead and do a 30 to 60 day file of those people. The people say, absolutely, I'll sell right now. Boom. We want to go ahead and cash them out, take title to the property, then either keep it if you're just a buy and hold investor for appreciation down the road. But me, I like flipping them and getting cash flow right away. So if I purchased it for $1,500, I'm going to instantly put it on the land investment platforms for $100 down, $100 a month for 70 months, because everybody's listing them for $10,000. I bought mine for $1,500 plus closing. Let's call it $2,000, and I'm going to sell for $100 down, $100 a month for 70 months, turning that into $7,000. Not only am I destroying the competition, but I'm offering financing on my deal. Now let's go back to these people that told me every nasty thing under the sun because I totally insulted them with my offer. With those people, I'm going to send a follow-up letter. If I did well on the first batch of deals and they may be willing to sell at a higher price point, I could send out my offer again, $500 higher. See what they say. If they come back F you again, I would set them in a 6-month file and then follow up in 6 months and send them the same offer. You don't want to go too far out of your comfort zone there. You want to make sure you're getting it at a deal, but you have their data. They may be willing to sell. If they say, I'm never selling, that's fine. Just don't worry about it. But if they're saying, I would never sell for that price, your price is the problem. So yeah, you could bump your price a little bit, circle back and try and sell them on that again. So that's how I would approach deals like this. And I will do screen capture videos. Like I said, I have some on the playlist already, but I'll do other videos showing exactly how I pull the data from Zillow to start out. I take notes on everything. And then based on the notes I have, I go ahead and test the market. If the market converts really well for me, we flood the market with offers and buy as many as we can until things start to tighten up for us. Then from there, we let it run its course. We get our cash flow or we move on to another market and test that market. The game of money is you want to keep things going and you tap in. When you're winning, you're winning. When things start to slow down a little bit, not a problem. Money's moving over here. Let's go ahead and test this market now. Let's get some deals here and keep this thing growing and flowing until we have our financial freedom number met each and every month, whatever that may be. And it's different for all of us. So if you have any questions about the land investment game, you can go ahead and shoot me a text at 440-567-6040. And remember, we dropped the How to Buy Land Really, Really Cheap course. It covers everything. How to go ahead and pick an area, how to assess values, how to make offers, how to protect yourself when people get angry at you from making insulting offers to them, how to fund your deals. Literally everything you need to go ahead and find and flip land that is far below market value, far below retail, can be found in this course, and the link is directly below. This week it is only $49. Next week it jumps to $149. So if that's a fit for you, make sure you take advantage of the sale price. Thank you so much for tuning into this, and I'll see you in the next video.